We're back, baby. Things are pumping again. And I'm thinking for the most part, it's because Trump just said that, look at whoa, guys, 1 minute ago, take a look at this. 1 minute ago, one of the craziest, what? The S&P just added $2 trillion in 30 minutes. The S&P rises above 5,100, posting a massive 300-point reversal. And I'm thinking that, by the way, the rest of this video that you'll see in a second is all from like half an hour ago when things were looking quite negative. And I was going to hit post, but I thought, ooh, I called my friend. I said, hey, shouldn't we just go all in on this dip? He said, no. I said, you're right. But then I was thinking, oh, but maybe it's going to actually just turn around, because shouldn't you always just buy the massive fear? And we kind of concluded, maybe so. Anyway, then it took a bit of time to upload this video, and now all of a sudden things have turned around. I won't say, oh, I knew. No. All I did was put a good percentage of my bag, as I said before, into the market yet again. But I could have also put in more. It's just, this is all 1 minute ago, right? It's all just now. I'm looking through. I was eating, right? I was enjoying my food here. I was having a good time. S&P Nasdaq turned positive. Falls more than 4% was 40 minutes ago. As the market opened, it was just all so bad. But right now, it seems that Trump might want to pause things. Let me quickly see another news source here, just to get you guys in the loop. So it says here, Hassett says Trump, this is 2 minutes ago, that's where the market's moving up now, I think. Trump is considering a 90-day pause in tariffs for all countries except for China. And then the EU before that said timing of countermeasures on tariffs cannot be delayed. Oh, my days, man. All these banks are talking about tariffs. It's just all tariff. Man, but today we had the worst opening, I'd say, ever, right? All of a sudden followed by a crazy spike. Man, XRP back to 190 something. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video, just covering what exactly is going on. I just wanted to quickly cover the more bullish side of things. Because, man, isn't this so crazy about crypto when you really start thinking about it? That your whole life could just turn around in one split moment like that. You just locked in, bought the dip just now. All of a sudden, you retire your entire family. I'm not saying you should have done that. Because, again, being smart about it, it would just be smart to put, let's say, for example, 15% of your remaining money into that dip. Again, if we're talking about a bankroll, for example, that you want to invest over time, 50% in the dip like this, and keep a good stash for in case things get worse. Because we're not 100% sure why things are moving this way, but also we've had 3 days of deep decline. But sometimes it takes a few years, right? So if you really go all in on that first spike down, on the one hand, well, it's the heaviest spike in many years, in 15 or 20 years, so it does make sense. But on the opposite side as well, this is logical, I'd say, you don't want to peak too early, right? You don't want to put all your eggs into one basket and then your basket breaks, all right? Or your basket is lost for like 6 years, if you get my drift. So even though you've got the basket with the most beautiful eggs and most beautiful chickens or geese that will come out of that, I don't know, right? You pick your poison. If that basket is lost for like 2 years, sometimes you think, hey, you know what? Maybe I should have just bought a couple different baskets and maybe not bought them all at the same time, because a hurricane swept over, took my basket away for a year or so, and I found it only after that, if you get my drift. Anyway, that was just my thinking process. Just want to quickly show you what else is going on in the market. I'm just going to edit this part in front of it and quickly refresh. Just 1 second. I'll refresh to see if something new popped up, because it's all like 1 minute. S&P, Nasdaq, 100, everything turns positive. Okay, let's see if there's something else. You can see I'm locked in. You know, these are eyes of somebody who's not been away from a screen for a long time. Hey, tariff legal challenge. Okay, we got some more. This is 4 minutes ago, the rise that we've seen. Tariff legal challenge could be filed as soon as Friday. A group of businesses, groups, and conservative lawyers are preparing a legal challenge to President Trump's tariffs, arguing he does not have the legal authority to impose them. Sources familiar with the efforts say they are preparing to file the challenge in the upcoming weeks, possibly by Friday. Anyway, that is all the most important news. Interesting, though. What a turnaround for the market, huh? Last but not least, I'll quickly say, if you're also interested in trading crypto, you can always find a link here to Bluefin or WeX. It's just a platform you can trade crypto on, for example, if you want to long or short the market. So you want to buy or sell, for example, all that type of stuff. Anyway, check it out. Link is down below for that. It's a platform I think you can use from anywhere in the world. If it doesn't work, use a VPN. Okay, guys, some really crazy things are happening in the markets right now, specifically the crypto market. Some wild things are happening, but actually, I think it's better to focus on macro. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. The Fed will hold a closed board meeting today. Now, it was said that this post is misleading and worded to imply that the Feds are having a meeting to discuss emergency tax cuts. However, this meeting was already announced and is simply a scheduled closed board meeting. So what they're basically saying is that it's not that big a deal. It's not as if it's like an emergency thing. It was actually already scheduled. But to be honest, I think it's still very, very interesting to note that they're having a meeting like this on a day like this. Regardless, just the whole world is in a crazy spot just now. I just highlighted a few tweets that I thought were quite interesting. Europe says they're ready to negotiate tariffs with the United States. And by the way, as of me recording this video, the markets, I believe, are not open. I think they're going live in about 5 or 10 minutes or so. But maybe by the time I post it, it will actually have opened. Most likely it will. And we'll see how the carnage at that point is going to look. I'll take a look at this global stock markets decline after China's crash. I wonder how this is going to reflect for the next few days. So Pakistan, this is an interesting one, a crypto-specific announcement, and appointed Binance's founder, CZ, as a strategic crypto advisor. The reason I'm saying that's quite interesting is because Pakistan recently went on a more bullish approach for crypto. They went more accepting of it, right? Now, where this is interesting is because they're appointing CZ, a random person in that sense, for a country like Pakistan. I mean, he's not a Pakistani. He's not really close to them at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like random in that sense. And I wonder how that's going to work in a more broader world where all of a sudden now we're going to get completely different advisors from freaking countries, from other countries. So CZ, where is he from officially, right? I don't even know. Officially, maybe China/Canada, let's just say, one of those two places. Being the freaking strategic crypto advisor to Pakistan. It's kind of interesting. Maybe it's very normal though in these countries that they have advisors from all around the world. I guess in more Asian times it does make sense. Regardless, President Trump says, don't be weak, don't be stupid, don't panic. Again, Mr. Trump is saving our bags. He's definitely not doing that. Anyway, and then we also have the Federal Reserve announcing the closed board meeting for today. He just kind of said it again, I think. I guess he just removed the emergency part for it. Yeah. But an additional little fun fact. If you are not panicked yet, you better make sure you panic right now because we've got Jim Cramer telling us all to not panic. And we know what that means. Things are about to get extremely, extremely bad. And we've also got JP Morgan's Jamie Dimon, the CEO, saying recent tariffs will likely increase inflation just all across the board. Very, very interesting. Trump saying there is no inflation. But here comes a very important lesson, right? This is a total freaking meltdown. The fear and greed index is at one of the lowest points in 5 years, basically since the COVID crash. If there was ever a time to bid for your longer term portfolio, this is the moment. This is the moment. This is the only thing you need to remember right now. And I'll say it right now. Be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to quickly state that so much is going on. So many new announcements are made. And that if you're not doing it yet, make sure you watch the markets today. Because a few analysts have now stated that the lowest it can go is about $4,000 or so, right? It just opened up again just a few minutes ago here, 10 minutes ago. But $4,000 is still pretty significant. And even just looking at this now, it's not looking that beautiful. Definitely not looking so beautiful just quite yet, all right? That's interesting to see how this is going to reflect on our cryptos. Very, very interesting to watch. Anyway, I'll be watching it over the next few minutes and hours, I guess, but yeah, this is not too amazing. Yeah. Anyway, good day to be alive, huh? Good day to watch our markets do some crazy shenanigans. It's funny how actually in matters like this, or in times like this, gold, out of all things, is also back down significantly. $150 down. Interesting. Anyway, guys, I don't want to hold you for too long. I just wanted to give you all a quick little update on some of the things that are going on and happening right now. More announcements. Europe has offered some 0 for 0 tariffs, and now breaking. The S&P officially opens in bear market territory for the first time since 2022. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in a very, very, very dangerous spot. So if your portfolio is not looking good, just know that there's people out there who just lost the house, who just lost everything, who are crying in a corner. You're most likely doing quite okay. For us, this is the time to shine because this is usually where the most money gets made. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly share some of the news that's going on. Hopefully you guys have an okay day, even though things are so bad. And let me know if any of you guys were shorting the market. I always am interested in hearing that. But yeah, that's about it.